Hello, sports fans, and welcome. Welcome to episode 221 of the Guru Talkin Sports podcast. I am your host, the Guru of Sports. Today is Memorial Day, and I want to make sure that I do come out. The first thing out of this podcast will be discussing the importance of Memorial Day, and just to remember some of the people that we lost in our military conflicts and service, not just from the recent wars of Kuwait and Afghanistan, and Iraq, and all these other countries. You got to remember that, it goes back to Spanish-American War. It goes back to Revolutionary War. It goes back a little bit of ways. I was in the Navy, and the only conflict I seen was Beirut. And as you know the story, I tell this story every 23rd of October, because that is one of the days that I'll never forget, and it's just very, very touching to talk about my situation. Like I said, you can't say Happy Memorial Day. Good Memorial Day to you, and I just like I said, I can't say, happy, because this is one of them somber days. And, it's just like a very, very a very good day of remembrance for all of our fallen soldiers and heroes that we lost in doing all these conflicts and wars. All right, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this at the end, but I definitely want to talk about the importance of Memorial Day as well. All right, so I just wanted to say a few things about the Phillies. Phillies are doing pretty good. They're really, really good. They're playing pretty good ball. And, oh my gosh, I can't believe this, but Ranger Suarez is like another, what is he, like a Nolan Ryan, man. He's always, it seems like he's always good for at least 10 strikeouts per game. I betted on him a couple times, and I ended up winning a couple bets because, he did have a 10 strikeout game, and the bet was over or under 5, and I was like, I'll take the over on that one. All right, but I got to say this, Philadelphia, and I'm not gonna BS you, and I'm not gonna get your hopes up to where, oh my gosh, we're getting ready to go marching down Broad Street. Hey, slow down, slow your roll now. Because I got to admit, the Phillies are good, but, there's another team in the National League that's really good too. And, there are a couple teams. As a matter of fact, Chicago, the Cubs are starting to come on. They're looking pretty good. The Dodgers are really good. But Atlanta just lost Ronald Acuna Jr. for the season, so we have to see how they react to it, and torn Achilles, and hopefully he can get better, but he'll be out for the rest of the season, and it's a shame because we just wish that he could have played, could have been he is the reigning MVP of the league, National League. And we're just sorry to hear that he mess up his Achilles. But, like I said, the Phillies are pretty good, and you got to give them, props for right now. But like I said, let's not get carried away and talk about World Series and all that stuff. Still, the season's pretty long. Another team that I could say, I'm not telling you fans that, worry about the, World Series, is the Orioles. The Orioles are, still in second place. They did something that they haven't done in 2 years, which was get swept in the series. It went to see St. Louis last week and got swept for the first time since 2022. And, they just went through a little bad stretch. But they did come back and they did sweep the White Sox in Chicago. So, Orioles are doing good. The other team, I don't know what's going on with them. And, I had to if I get the skinny from my man Dave May Jr., he always gives me the skinny on what's going on with the Blue Jays, but since he works for the Blue Jays, and I really appreciate his time, and I really appreciate him and his insight. He just, told me a little while back is just that, they're just not hitting. They're not playing well, and the roster isn't right, So I just hope that the Blue Jays can turn it around a little bit. All right, so much for baseball. I'm going to go to basketball right quick. Dallas won that game last night, and they hold a strong 3-0 lead over Minnesota. And everybody thought that Minnesota was going to come in and probably take this series, but like right now, nah. It looks like it looks like the Dallas Mavericks have that advantage, and they're up 3-0. Now, later on today, that we'll have Boston taking on Indiana, and they should wrap this up. But right now, I gotta tell you, man, I don't mind Dallas winning if they do get a chance to win the whole thing, because I don't want to see Boston get a chip before my Lakers do. And I can't understand how Kyrie is playing really good now. But he ruined Boston, which is going to be that's going to be a good thing to see with him going back to Boston playing if they make it to the championship, which I kind of figure they are right now. And he couldn't be like this when he played in Brooklyn and ruining my Nets. So I don't know. Good luck to both of these teams, but we'll see what happens. WNBA is pretty much done for the night, and my girl Cameron Brink came through. Had 21 points, which is a career high for her right now. But the only thing that's been I see wrong with her game is that she's getting a lot of foul trouble early. Fouls are just piling up. I mean, if you take a look at the fouls that she had in her first 5 games, 5, 3, 4, and 5. That's, 15. That's 27, 26 fouls, almost 26 fouls in 5 games. I mean, it's like a lot of fouls, But she's doing really good, and she's leading. I think she's more or less up there in the league leaders in blocks, because I watched her the other night when they played Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, which they won their first game. They beat the Los Angeles Sparks, like both teams. But like I said, it's still early. So Cameron Brink had a pretty good game. Angela Reese, now, she had a terrific game, her last game out. 13 points, 5 boards. And, she got in a little scuffle. But she said, hey, I'm out here, trying to play my game, which is a great thing because I see a lot of talent in Angel Reese, I'm sorry. And I got to give her credit where credit is due. Caitlin Clark, her last game, she was 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. And they lost to the Las Vegas Aces. But tonight, I think later on tonight, they play the Sparks again in Indy. Say that 3 times. In Indianapolis. But like I said, they got their first win in Los Angeles on Friday night. I got a chance to watch that game, which was, pretty cool to see, Caitlin Clark and Cameron Brink on the same court at the same time, which was a good thing. Like I said, the Indy 500 ran today too, and I did catch a little bit of it, but I can't remember who won the race because I was flipping through. I actually took a nap. I was flipping through baseball and everything, but like I said, the young man that won it last year won it this year, and I can't. I'm sorry that I don't have his name right, but this happens sometimes where, like I said, resting up and trying to get through, sort of a little week where I had to remember that, I was still, wasn't in a let's say desert, but ended up my truck, my air conditioner in my truck went out, and the 2 nights that I had to stay over, I actually I burnt up. But like I said, I'm trying to get my truck fixed, and hopefully it can get fixed. So I'll make sure that I'll be right for the next time I hit the road. All right, so like I said, the Indy 500 ran yesterday, and the same gentleman that won the race last year won it this year. All right, so we'll talk a little hockey. Dallas, the Stars beat Edmonton again, and the Rangers. Oh man, they pulled away from Florida. So I got a feeling I would love to see the Rangers and the Edmonton Oilers. Get to see Panarin and all these guys in the Rangers play up against Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. That would be really, really good. But we'll see what happens with the the winter sports are starting to slow down now. So after basketball, the NBA Finals, and the Stanley Cup, they get summer off, and then they'll be right back at it again. But like I said, I watched a lot of WNBA, watched a lot of basketball and baseball as well. So, all right, so I'm gonna make this short, but like I said, I want to make sure that I recognize someone. But before I do that, my condolences go out to Grayson Murray and his family. Tragedy at the tournament here in the last tournament that was going on, golf tournament, and it's just really, really sad to hear that Grayson Murray took his life. People that have problems with substance abuse and depression, um, you can talk to somebody. You can talk to somebody anytime. You know, when I go through certain things like this, what I usually do is if I have to, I call up my therapist and talk to her, or I just basically just have some alone time to where I can think, and where I can just kind of you know not hold things in and not stress out. But I watched the interview with the one of the last guy that he played golf with, and both him and the announcer were shook up, because this is one of those situations where we think everything is cool, but it's not. We got to remember that if you struggle with these things, there's people that you can talk to. You can dial 988, and that'll get you to someone that you can talk to. I'm just, like I said, I struggle with PTSD, but I try to manage it, and I try to get it to the point where it doesn't control me. Like about a week ago, I was driving over the Delaware Memorial Bridge, and I saw a tanker going under the bridge. So I got kind of nervous, because I still think about the guys that lost their life over at the Francis Scott Key Bridge. But like I said, I just want to make sure that people know that if you have some problems, if something's going on, talk to somebody. Just talk to somebody. People will listen. But I'm really devastated by his passing, and he basically played 2 rounds, withdrew in the third round, and then the report came out that he took his life. So it's hard. It's really hard. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about my voice actress lady. I know that you haven't heard her in a long time, because I've been doing a little bit of a shorter podcast, and like I said, she always was there to help me out. But I wanted to congratulate her on getting her master's degree, and now she's a teacher, a 3rd grade teacher. And it's just really amazing how people that are determined to do good things always be able to do good things. And I always tell people that I'm proud of them, and it makes me feel a lot better to congratulate someone and let them know that you got someone in your corner. My voice actress lady is a great, great person. I want her to know that I really appreciate you working on this podcast. You always help me out. You always give me guidance, and you always make sure that, hey, if I'm, coming off the rails a little bit, if I, run over something and, talk, you always bring the stability into this, into our group and podcasts and everything. But I want to say congratulations, and I know that you're going to be one of the best teachers anyone probably would have. So congratulations to you, voice actress lady, and I'm very, very proud of you. And if I would have known that you were, graduating this week, I would have tried to come or whatever. But, like I said, I just, wanted to make sure that I recognize you because, you're a critical part of this podcast. And I really appreciate everything that you do. And like I said, I very, very much, I'm very, very grateful for your service. And thank you very much for, doing your thing on this podcast. And like I would, say, just go out there and do your best and knock out, all the criticism and all the things that, that, school districts might hold you back or whatever. But anyway, just go out there and do your best. And I know that you'll be one of the best because I know that you're the best already. So, but like I said, I just wanted to congratulate my voice actress lady for getting a bachelor's degree and, certified third grade teacher. So it's a lot of things that I just really appreciate about people that help me. All right, like I said, today is Memorial Day, and just remember those heroes. I got a couple that I have to remember. My cousin Sylvester, he died in Vietnam. He was killed in Vietnam. I just wanted to make sure that I remember him because when I was younger, I just didn't understand anything about, this Vietnam War and everything. I was still a little younger, so it came around when I was younger. But I just want to say, for him, he's one of my heroes, and I really appreciate him. My other cousin that was killed in Beirut, Davin Green, was a great young man that left us too soon, and he was killed in Beirut in the bomb blast in 1983. The one that I witnessed, and still to this day I think about him, and I make sure that I give him a lot of credit and make sure that he is, recognized as one of my heroes as well. Third guy I want to make sure I recognize is Michael Gorczynski. He was the senior chief on my ship. He was killed in the bomb blast in 1983 as well. So technically I lost a shipmate and a cousin on the same day. I know, it's kind of hard. But like I said, I just want to remember them and let their families know that they're still a part of my heart, part of me. And like I said, I always carry their memory with me as well. So, but like I said, I don't want to really make this a somber day. I just want to, make sure that, I get that message out there of, if you need help, just get help. And just remember that if you know a veteran, call a veteran and just wish him, thank him for his service. I call my dad, I call my brother. I have a cousin now that is in the Navy. Him and his wife are stationed in the same place, which is cool. And they're stationed in Washington, D.C. But I pray for them all the time. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. And you guys take care of yourself. And like I said, we will be back next week with episode 222. All twos. Because like I said, I wanted to make sure that I got an extra day in to wrap up most of the stuff that happened over the weekend with, with the basketball, baseball, and everything. So, anyway, like I said, you guys take care, and I'm getting ready to wrap this up and get ready for some sleep because I'm looking at the clock. It's a little bit past 2 o'clock. So, I'm up a little late only because I'm sitting up here rewatching this basketball game and thinking about Memorial Day. All right, guys. You guys take care. We will talk to you next time. The Guru will see you real soon. We'll see you back here next week with episode 222 of the Guru Talkin Sports podcast. All right, y'all. Later.